Hi, and welcome back to Tasty Tips with Chef Tip. I haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. I hope you missed me as well. I hope you had a great holiday, and we're ready to start up all the recipes up again for the new year. All right, so today we're gonna get going with a hearty beef stew. It's been cold out there. Everyone knows the Chicago winters are so cold. So what's better than a nice thick beef stew for the night, right? Watch some Netflix, beef stew, hang out with your friend or your partner, and enjoy nice comforting meal, all right? So let's get going. So today we have some top sirloin. It says this is about 2 pounds. So this recipe that I did is gonna be for about 4 people. Or you go ahead and save it for the week or freezer or whatever you wanna do, all right? So this is nice cubed top round sirloin, whatever meat you have available you could use, all right? More, a better quality I would say, so it doesn't take too long to cook, all right? So you got that. And then we have our basic vegetables for our beef stew. We have celery, onions, carrots, some button mushrooms. We have beef stock. All right, you could get that in a local grocery store, or you could just take a bouillon cube or some beef base and add it with some water, and you want about 2.5 cups for that, all right? Got some tomato paste. We have some red wine. You want to use a dry one. So a dry red wine would be Cabernet, Merlot, Pinot Noir. That'll be great because you don't want it to overpower the stew, okay? You got some minced garlic, flour, bay leaves, thyme, and parsley. And you have some nice regular russet potatoes. Just cube them, okay? And then you have salt, pepper, and oil. And then with the thyme, I usually use about 4 sprigs of thyme, but I just went ahead and took them off, and then so it'll give you about a tablespoon, okay? So if you have dry, you could use that, okay? All right, so let's get going. So what you want to do is start off with a nice hot pan first, all right? Now I'm gonna give you a tip. Have a wooden spoon if you can. It'll help when you're getting all the rendering everything from the bottom of the pan from the beef, okay? I don't have a wooden spoon today, but if you have it at home, go ahead and use it. It's better, but and it won't scrape the bottom of your pan. All right. So, and if you don't, it's okay. So you want to make sure your pan's nice and hot. Now we're gonna go ahead and saute the beef. And what you want to do is the reason you want your pan is hot because you don't want to sweat the beef. You want to lock in the juices, so you want to get a nice little crisp to it. All right. All right, there you go. So go ahead. Before the beef, you want to always make sure your pan's nice and hot with a little bit of oil, okay? I had my oil in there before we started, so. Okay? So you want to get the meat nice and brown to it takes about 6 to 8 minutes, all right? It would probably go faster if you did it that's 2 pounds of beef. Maybe if you take 4 ounces at a time, with the heat, it'll go quicker. So I just went ahead, I have a bigger pot, I added everything in. So you want to get a nice, lock it all in. All right, about 6 to 8 minutes. Once everything's nice and brown, you're gonna go ahead and then you're gonna go and you're gonna add your vegetables, okay? You're gonna add your carrots, onions, and you're gonna add your celery. You can add a little bit more oil. And the reason I say that is because once we add our flour in, that'll act as a like a roux, but it's really called Sanjay method. So when you add a flour in to like vegetables or meat, and you're adding in while it's in the pot, it's called sanjay, okay? Go ahead. Just keep stirring that around. All right. So like that, but you want yours browner, okay? You just keep stirring it around. Now you want your vegetables. Of course, the carrot's gonna take longer, but you have plenty of time for that. Once the celery gets a little tender, okay, you wanna go ahead and you want your mushrooms. The mushrooms are a lot softer than these other vegetables, so you wanna wait a little bit before you throw them in. You don't want them to break, okay? You add your mushrooms. While that's cooking, just wanna remind you, when you're using vegetables, please make sure you wash them thoroughly. Make sure you wash them, especially the muttons, the mushrooms, the button mushrooms. You want to make sure that they're nice, thoroughly washed, okay? You don't want anyone to get sick now. So that'll be about another 2-3 minutes. Let's add a couple of hits of salt and pepper. I do, boom, 2 pinches, okay? All right, now we want to add our tomato paste. You want to add your tomato paste. The reason you add the tomato paste will, while they're getting sauteed in the pan, they're gonna give a nice color, all right, to the stew. So you'll have it like a little reddish brown color, okay? And then you wanna go ahead and add your flour, all-purpose flour that is. All right. Now we're sanjaying. This is gonna add like your roux, okay? The flour and tomato paste are both two thickening methods, all right? Want to mix. Keep mixing, make sure everything has some tomato paste, some flour, mix it around evenly. All right, the next, now add some wine. Like I said before, I'm using Merlot wine, okay? Because you want something dry, you don't want something overpowering. And then again, you want to use a dry wine. That's Merlot, Cabernet, and or Pinot Noir. I can't say it. All right, go ahead and add that in. And like Julia Child, you could always take a couple sips, all right? Now you want to get that around. Go about 2 minutes, let that cook out, okay? So once that cooks out, you want to go ahead and now you want to add your brown stock. And like I said, you could buy it right at the store. You could have already done. Or if you have the bouillon cubes or the powder or whatever, you just add it to some water, okay? All right, there we go. Let's throw the thyme. You can use 4 fresh sprigs or you could use some ground, okay? That's about, I'd say about a half a tablespoon ground. Throw your bay leaves in there, all right? Now, you're gonna bring this up to a boil. Once you bring this up to a boil, go ahead and you're gonna add your potatoes in there. I put extra potatoes. You wanna use about one big potato. Regular basic Idaho potato, russet potato. Mix it all in nice. Want you to have a nice boil on that. All you gotta do is, once you have a nice boil, bring it down to low and simmer it, okay? You're gonna go simmer it for about 45 minutes or till tender, okay? Till your meat is tender, that's the key. You don't wanna pull it out at 45 minutes if the meat's not tender, all right? Everything's gonna get nice and thick, and you know, you wanna make sure that meat's nice and tender, all right? Okay. And then you wanna add some parsley in there. There you go. Okay. That's it. Then you just go ahead and let it cook. And when you're finished, you will come to a beautiful, nice, hearty stew. All right, look at that. Ah, smells beautiful. Look at those nice chunks of potatoes. Get some in there. Oh yeah. There you go. So, get a couple of our butter buns. There you go. Beautiful stew. This is a meal for Netflix and a friend. Hang out by the fire and have a comforting winter meal. All right? So, thanks for coming back, and see you next time with Tasty Tips with Chef Tip. From my home to yours. Take care.